You're watching KFDX3 News in HD.
Weight loss surgery is not solely for self-image. In fact, one United Regional doctor says losing the weight and keeping it off can prevent many associated health complications. In this evening's Healthy You, Lauren Linville introduces us to a Texoma man who says he's lost the weight and gained his life back.
That leaves the person with a long, skinny, banana-shaped tube of a stomach.
Imagine removing 80% of your stomach.
One of the biggest things that shocked me with it is I never felt hungry anymore.
Cody Lowe couldn't possibly imagine how his life would change after having gastric sleeve surgery.
I feel better than I did when I was 25. I wish I'd have done that when it was first recommended to me.
Cody struggled with weight his whole life. He says he was stubborn in his late 20s, thinking he could get the weight off with diet and exercise.
I'd lost weight previously, and then I put it right back on. I'd lose weight, I'd put it right back on, and when I hit that 346 mark, I'm like, okay, I gotta get something done.
That's where United Regional bariatric surgeon Dr. Chris Fennell comes in.
Diets, the best medications, all of that stuff is not going to compare to weight loss surgery. If you're 100 pounds overweight and you've really tried to lose weight, you've made a diligent effort, and you're worried that your health is going to continue to decline, I mean, you should really seriously consider bariatric surgery.
Dr. Fennell says the surgery can also help prevent medical issues like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, sleep apnea, and orthopedic issues with joints.
All of these are really symptoms or results of one disease, which is obesity. And bariatric surgery is one of the few things that actually attacks the core problem and not just the downstream symptoms of it.
Cody says he finally decided surgery was the way to go and that Dr. Fennell should be the one to do it. That was August 2019.
It is a minimally invasive or laparoscopic procedure on the abdomen where we go in with small incisions and remove most of the stomach. So it leaves the person with a long, skinny tube of a stomach. There's no involvement of the small intestines. There's no rerouting of the gastrointestinal tract.
It was quite shocking for me, and losing the weight after the surgery, I didn't realize it at first. The things I noticed was I was getting around better, I had less pains in my knees, my back, things like that. I was sleeping better. And losing the weight, it was gradual, but it was rapid in a sense, and it took me a while to convince myself that, hey, I've lost this much weight. I'm not that big guy that I always was.
Though he didn't notice it right away, others did take notice, especially after the pandemic sent Cody home to work soon after the surgery.
I would go to town as things started to ease up, and I'd run into people that I've worked with for 20 years, and I'd walk right up to them. They didn't know who I was. They didn't recognize me.
He wasn't this guy anymore. Cody's stomach is now 20% of what it once was.
I actually dropped from 346 down to 199 at my lowest. I got below that 200 mark. That was kind of my goal, and I've been able to maintain that and stay right there within range.
Cody lost 145 pounds, and now, 3.5 years later,
you realize food isn't the crutch that it was.
He's living the life he never thought he'd have.
I get around, I'm more active, and now I've got a 3, 6, and 9-year-old that I can keep up with and run foot races with, get tackled by the dog, those fun things like that.
A new lease on life with the old Cody in the rearview mirror.
Wow, that is awesome. He went home from surgery the very next day and was back at work within a week. Cody also had surgery to remove loose skin. Now, you're eligible for surgery if you have a BMI greater than 40 or BMI greater than 35 with health-related obesity problems like sleep apnea or diabetes or high blood pressure.